This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Nuba and Eba. Obasha free transfers na. Sadio man dey no so shoko.
No.
Sadio. Di intra.
No, you know I said
so also call Al Nassr.
when you
Okay.
when the age a factor.
Okay.
Again, where he comes from. Moreover, he's not going to win the world best or the Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
And I feel no compare Barcelona and Real Madrid double. He's in the twilight of his career.
Okay.
And you know, I also copy Sikadeba. So he carried the Koulibaly in some no kind. Now see he cannot reject that money. Or share baby or free in any baby or do now. Will be here money to pump into his locality.
Yeah.
Na any me what me develop. Yes.
It's a hospital kasi no see we. Yeah. Okay.
Because you know
to hear cash.
Bayern Munich now, always say the see your team now. Gemma Muzela, Kingsley Coman, Serge Gnabry, Chipo Motin at the top. Bibia interested Sadio Mane is going to start next season. No. On the left side, it is for Kingsley Coman. Even in his absence, German Muzela is likely to operate from that particular zone. Moreover, they still have Leroy Sané from that side. Apart from Sikakesi Bayern Munich, nothing shows he will be integral in the setup for Bayern Munich next season. Again, Bayern or the show of Bayern because a buyer said almost pitima looking at his wages, looking at his age, where he is coming from, and then a recent performance and the rift between him and Leroy Sané. How many teams will come for player Sadio Mane at his age and pay him 300,000 euros a week? Very far and few. Okay. Or African player as well. Into Mane moving to Saudi Arabia, I'm not surprised at all.
Because in the short stint, no Bayern or a successful and a failure.
No, yeah, or a failure.
Okay.
In recent times, none of the players who move out under Klopp excelled elsewhere. Players now move free Liverpool. Our move under Klopp or more free na seno. Obieno who to make up for be.
One where na
Philippe Coutinho.
Did the Barca, yes.
Guinea Bernardo. Sadio Mane. Emre Can.
Wow.
Obiako e wonti am.
Okay.
Obiako e wonti am.
Obia so ko no gina so pa.
Obiako apart from Emre Can, but even Emre Can, that season he was okay. Owie no so a better team than Liverpool no co Juventus. Amfa oba Dortmund. Amfa Philippe Coutinho e pushi ya se Barcelona e peda man nko. Emma at the point Klopp threatens so man net na team the club free. Rushed to Barcelona, he failed to live up to 8 billion. Sadio Mane issues with Mo Salah, Klopp, and Castle Liverpool at disrespecting, and they decided to move to a new terrain, the German Bundesliga. You know, from a player, you saw Allianz Arena na din atum na ye kase. These Bavarians show so much respect to Sadio Mane, a big boy from the Premier League, a consistent performer from the Premier League. Now all Babisia Kama Bayern Munich. Look at the expectations. Shebebi Obienya Didier Sadio Mane be peja Bayern Munich diadruno. And look at how they fell off from the pedal. Mane, do you know when Timmy Amo? Guinea Bernardo Monso Koi. Ebesine, a fan of Liverpool for Alexis McAllister. So may replacing within. But Liverpool are trying so almost to be replacing Guinea Bernardo and Weke. But you know, in PSG, it was disaster for Guinea Bernardo. At Roma, disaster for Guinea Bernardo. Into players we now move here and a club, and you know none of them let me live after 8 billion. Well, you know, transfers Nieman Bebrino. So Coutinho say lack of confidence, again injuries, expectations on that song, and again. Obebisa say a system was built for Coutinho to flourish. From Vasco da Gama, the Brazilian national team, the days as Espanyol, the days as at Liverpool. Onana the main man to flourish. But again in Barcelona, you are going to be an auxiliary. And you na yebe bobo no they are found in the presence of Lionel Messi. Again, it affected Coutinho. Injuries and so affected him. And you know from that time Coutinho in that debut. Guinea Bernardo, you know, system and injuries in so had a power after moving from a Liverpool or Deco. And my Sadio Man in so the issues so for me, Emre Can was just a normal player who was only set to flourish and a very good system. On exceptional at Liverpool, he was part of the team and you know also move here went me a Liverpool up to 8 billion. Okay. For me, system, injuries, and level of confidence and I'm as a guy saying I know anything I live up to 8 billion. Inti man is so okwa. Yenin two no uncle. Yes, won the AFCON. What again? Waji AFCON or the Senegal World Cup. About the round of 16. He has won the Champions League, played the Champions League finals on multiple occasions. He has the FA Cup, he has the League Cup, he has the Champions League, he has the Premier League. Sadio Mane is successful. You know, or yes, successful footballer. Into Unyawe, and arguably the most successful Senegalese footballer. So compare almost stars no man offer the lives of El Hadji Diouf, offer Henri Camara, Aliou Cissé, Ferdinand Coly, Khalidou Fadiga, to the recent stars, Khalidou Koulibaly, Edouard Mendy, Keita Bardi, Ismail Sarr, Sadio Idrissa Gana Gueye, Napalas Mendy. It is Sadio Mane. Inti general, mumane nko diska na room for a channel adiska.
All right. Mason Mount do Carrington and I pay medical. Yeah. Of Manchester United. Okay, Pochettino so started Jumane. So what Dominic Sloboslai. Yes. Also no say seal.
Yes.
Hi.
Obieto.
Southampton boy, omo boy Romeo.
Yeah, Lavaya.
Yeah. Also no 50 million. Almost the atoso. Omo kokopeno. Ako Manchester United.
Do you know?
And never best pal.
No, never best. Say, we a big team. And year on next season when you are coming, I will say full them now deba. Liverpool, a team will be aka so many Man City in the Premier League, you know. You who yes, and you mean a beji on the last 6 games, and can Europa crowd won't qualify. And clearly, the coach will be looking for options. In the Premier League, the standard or the measuring rod now is Manchester City. So who City for now? But be a woman in you know more and sa. First, need him say this in a very good goalkeeper, and no money will take another account. Omutimi bench ka Walker. Na John Stones will ball right, perfect. Na Manola Kanji ball right, perfect. Emerick Laporte here, a main centre back for Spanish national team. Almost upon out. Unyabo ni bimbo. Because of Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji, and again Manuel Akanji and Obi and him say, or a right-sided centre back, no, you know, Otimi ball left back very well in the absence of a Nathan Ake. And this is a team almost pull out a João Cancelo. A midfield, Rodri starting or more England for number 60 bench. Or more the Matthew Kovacic back home. In the absence of a Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne is available. Right, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva compete for that particular right side. Or more Phil Foden, Jack Grealish on the left. Or more Julian Alvarez, and then Abrantia, your friend Ellen Haaland on top. Inti omo na obi e hwe omo. So obi e hwe omo dia na January or someone so squad no bem. And so why Liverpool January goalkeeping Alice any player out there mo injuries baby into omo issue. On the right side, Sir Trent Alexander-Arnold Beba in the Premier League is good to go. The problem here defense. A come first will defend it. Omo ni problem on that side. On the left side, Andy Robertson you have Semikas on the left. In central defense, Joe Gomez Timiko ball right back. Joe Matip is there, Konate is there, or more of Virgil van Dijk. Problem need the replacement for Fabinho. And if Fabinho need former or team no, not January good. And if she sees one day we were talking about injuries, it was because Fabinho was not on form. And the last 8 games no recover and look at their performance. And if Fabinho knew what Henderson, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Thiago Alcantara, none of them are replacing. So obviously they will need a player in the absence of Fabinho or Beba Beshaho, and that is a player called Romeo Lavaya. Southampton for no G50. And only Tika my or Belgian or your Belgian international. Arsenal for the decided to more
because I say Man you bid
Man United.
Yeah.
Bid for Romeo Lavia. Yeah. Man United don't need this player. Liverpool Liverpool.
Is it Liverpool or Manchester United?
Liverpool.
Okay.
And I'm saying 50.
That was a 50. Almost bid on the quarter.
That is the price Southampton in here.
Okay.
That is the price from Southampton. In Genoa, this is a Belgian boy, one of the consistent players. The EPL in Oyade, a young boy coming up into a mobile. We say we are started. Famino or be manage the competition, and again there are more games. Into Unhinya or Bia. So we can start to cry games. We will be manage the chance to play in Champions League. You need to rest some of your players when you have big games. And Romeo Lavaya is available. Omaka Kofat that dominates would live from Abrantia from Team Efeno, RB Leipzig, the new Hungarian Sebo. After Puskás and Sebo, Hungary for now struggle to replace those quality players in there. And you know, Abrantia no, Okoye Girard, a tattoo, no tone, and some trend, some as Steven Girard kind of Obiang say no. Liverpool for now, Abrantia no Moko Obeba. And you know, none release clause no. A bit chemi ya wadana numre na Liverpool for ye quick. And Moko for Abrantia no. In Germany now, it is Leipzig. So person we business there. Omona wo pool of talent now. More torn from the Bundesliga. It will say Intercofa Marco Thuram. Teams are pushing for Kolo Muani. But in recent times, Dortmund swam a fair share of the talent. But that you know, it is Leipzig. So Oshe Naby Keita, Oshe Abrantia, yeah, can I say Josko Vidial. We are talking about Timo Werner. You are talking about Christopher Nkunku. See, opesa uko German kofa players. Bana we Dortmund free there. You know I Leipzig. Na omo ba omo trying kama. Oshe bo na omo de jina enye bo keto. Anti that is it from Liverpool. Omo so sheshe a new midfield. Into Dominic, Fabinho, and then you talk about McAllister. Now omo de have Elliot, Neketi Jones, ne Thiago Alcantara, Echo bench. You know her midfield almost say na she bench. Na nchen ho omo ja ho de ama Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunes, Diego Jota, Abrantia aye freno, Cody Gakpo, and Mo Salah from the right. On the right, Mo Salah ni omo have been Elliot. I want to beat me operating from the right. See, Liverpool are opening up an expansive squad and almost they bad this particular time to compete so well in the Premier League and the Europa competition now. You know, beat me akon. See, their club here na you know ma. I can't say or they be boom nor they be juma ewo park. It looks as if all the top teams are arranging from a new midfield. Chelsea be a new midfield. Liverpool be a new midfield. Manchester City will just add one or two to their midfield. Man United, Mason Mount, and so about Newcastle United, the Sandro Tonali Aba. Into all the big teams, and if you look at Brighton as well, Seutin Crefi Juve Eba, Roberto Di Zerbi, the Rome so pe Atamelu, so on an replacing Moise Asido. So almost 6 million euros a year now, and on the discussion say Obeto. So you know the top 6 teams. Obia person was new midfield. That's all the back of and I'll be a new midfield to compete in the Premier League.
Messi Mount Denya Enya Drasano £250,000 a week.
Yeah,
Manchester United.
Do you know?
Yeah.
One English players no omuntio musica ketwa. So what is Kama you person with the Marcus Rashford? £375,000 a week. Omuntio mukai. Shesika ombudi Majid and Sancho. Shesika Jack Grealish ejo Manchester City. Shesika Harry Maguire eje. Mason Mount was so lucky because from the Chelsea ranks. So 150 to 180 was just good enough for him. Imagine what Mason Mount at his age, why compare him to his peers. He was integral with the Chelsea winning Champions League squad. Go and watch the game against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. He only had a bad season the last time. Anko ya mfama Obia kai Tama Lampard be fa Mason Mount ne Tammy Abraham Chelsea. Shebebia Mason Mount agrew an integral member of the Spanish national team of the English national team. A consistent figure. Just say on share na performance in this baby. And you know, team my friend Manchester United the neighbor no ba be started. Until wa pay ni dues ne bra wa bo ato as akra no. And who sika no akwaji Man United no. And you know, to be at this stage starting for Chelsea, performing consistently for Chelsea, now be moved to United, no, a big club to a big club, huge expectations. But you know, Sikana omre no deserve, and I still think the amount of money on person the man. So who follow the current transfer market and the current business. Messi man to brack a crowd on Genoa. I think he deserve it.
Kofi Kaswa at the comment viaba afa submission on Sadio Mane. Say, I don't think it's fair to judge Sadio Mane on his first season of Bayern. It's not easy hitting it straight away with a new club, with a move. Same thing was said about Grealish in his first season with Manchester City. I don't think anybody can now judge Grealish as a flop. The first season syndrome also affected Darwin Núñez of Liverpool. Kofi Kaswa, also the contribution.
The difference between Grealish and the Darwin Núñez is none of them are established players compared to Sadio Mane. Sadio is a world-class performer compared to those players.
Emra Grealish, but Man says no Nisa class.
Derby.
Okay.
What the Aston Villa do home to Sadio Mane, who has performed at top level football, no, from national team to club football, how? Or a world-class performer. Until for Grealish to Sadio Mane. At what stage did Grealish perform before this season? Stage B. Platform B na bigger. Sadio Mane ejina so Australia. Grealish was that same level. And which other player now can I say? Darwin Núñez.
Yeah.
You know, Darwin Núñez he had one excellent season in the Portuguese league. Only the main man for even the Uruguayan national team. And he is a huge potential, a world-class potential. But Sadio Mane is an established performer. Baby a wajina be our bargini ding from Southampton Senegalese national team and Liverpool. And he was a consistent performer at Liverpool. It is so move to a big club. The expectation for Sadio Mane, Grealish, and other players are not the same. And the general agree. Obetimi akaso be a certain issues or adapted system nothing no move in to boasemano changing of coachings and a lot. But the reality is that he is a big boy, and when a big boy move, you will expect him to hit the ground running. One time I hit the ground and running. And until energy no make us say so obekwa onko no ko jisi camera fee.
Obrimpong Tessa no Accra and the way by. Do I disagree with Andy on Sadio Mane's age emphasis? Mane didn't get a friendly atmosphere at Bayern Munich, which affected him, coupled with injury. Willian left Chelsea to Brazil and now back in the EPL as one of the best wingers in the EPL currently. Mane can move to any top European club and still do well. Obrimpong Accra Tessano and so I don't know.
Willian moved to Corinthians. Back to Fulham, performed. It doesn't mean he wasn't a flop at Arsenal. It doesn't mean he wasn't a flop at Corinthians. Ultimately, both Fulham and Kama. But of course, Arsenal, William was a flop. In Corinthians, he was a flop. That is it.
And the KERM should take it. His best player, Messi's first season, was a failure at PSG. Don't should have about it. That's what much Ramadan. So what Ramadan?
I won't answer anything.
And you know, good morning, General, and your spectacular crew. Declan Rice and Kai Havertz will be taking 300,000 and 320,000 a week, respectively, from Arsenal. So Mount taking £250,000 a week is normal at Manchester United. German Cola, Kwadasu, I don't know. All right.
I agree. So we now in butcher or must perform at top level check.
Okay.
But
all right. Maminko, Sir Franco Naruho, Kakrana Fimensa, Emra. Okay. Good morning. The answer to Kofi's comment about Mane, I want to tell him that Aubameyang came from Arsenal, and in his first season, he was able to play very well. So I don't agree with Kofi from Kaswa. I'm that boy, the way free old Ashoman, Accra, and so and by the Masipa, Nemo contributions, I would do our discussions are air cost. I'm for winter to Namekonaro. Joe and your humble crew. I'm Milton from Konongo. I'd like to chip in a bit on the Sadio Mane issue. Please. Okay, I'll say people don't realize it, but he was declining at the tail end of 2020-2021 season. He was losing his pace and found it difficult to beat his his man, 1v1. I know people will say he excelled the following season and was at times better than Salah, but he was playing through the middle, not on the wings. Playing centrally meant he wouldn't use a lot of pace, but rather a top player's instincts. His decline at Bayern Munich was expected, and he could have probably only fared well in the middle, but Nabri was played there. Milton Konongo and the way Abraham. I'm not for foreign sorry. No, yeah, deal. Never be a platform. No, what? Milton, yeah, I like your comment. Seriously, now,
General,
yeah.
Milton, AI drink. Money, born or the my Liverpool. I won the last 2 seasons and San Ofio. So be a shame. So be my Sabo Nibia Unyai. On paper, Money is 31 years.
Yeah.
And with no disrespect to Africans, this is an African player, probably some 34 years.
Yeah.
And in football, players and Kasa Bebre Munyani Ye Kurano, they peak around 28, 29, 30 thereabout. So the moment you get 31, 32, 33, then you be declining. Our own 100 a day IU is 33, and it is declining. Enti unya drew around 31, 32, 33. Uti anyeye na injuries. Esa beka there. Then at the end of the day, we struggle because kutubeni mbemre. But there seemed to be a trend, Anna Andy enumerated about Liverpool players omu free hokwa omuntuminkobo from Coutinho, Emre Chan. You talk about Ronaldo and the likes, Mane and so on. My dream say there is something special about Jurgen Klopp and Shedan Sheni. You know, the number of players or the Omoba Omuye more or less a little bit above average, and maybe only average. But the system, no, Emma Omu perform before beyond Omu normal individual performance. Into Omu wa na Daniel. Metia my kind of time and again and my dream is say Roberto Firmino. Or you're just an average. And outside that Liverpool team, he will not flourish in so many teams. Of course, it's Brazil national team, I say. It's most of these guys, and so free club, any on the system anymore, now Daniel Sem. And it's going to continue. Mo Salah, before coming to Liverpool, yes, he was good at Roma, but not extraordinary. But look at what he did to him. We had those players now, mobile, a good number of them improve. Free no hokwa, that be. So I think that he's able to carve a system, our system, no, and man the boys no deliver. And so mu free our system, no, koto different system. Now, yeah, then a once again, I think that somebody like Firmino as an individual player, onrube pia. But within that Liverpool trial system now, no one thing or number 9 so when she goes, you know, he was extremely important. Meaning say Liverpool so mo ko Sadantana kofa player omu mwagu ombefa lavia simple because a hoya your academy. Say Liverpool pay Sadantin player. Mean share them name the link no. But omu play Virgil van Dijk, Sadio Mane, Nathaniel Klein. Omo pasa Jordan Henderson. Omo pasa omo academy no until they will pick him. Any problem there. Me feel them is mount there. Ni sika na original ne bi ehuru nkofo kakra. Clearly we Messi Mount. The other match Chelsea last season and 60,000 Ukraine United Itiana Ebroso. But say one monitor in Europe, especially in England, say almost top players here, they will scout beyond that immediate past season. Me sure so much from the previous from Ninkra Brooms they playing almost all the youth teams. And last season, Chelsea team Nankaza as a team no was a bit inconsistent. In the number of teams that are more top Chelsea players, no, they are not looking at the team players and the performance in the previous season. Because that previous season, no a change of ownership. Obi nim there two that previous season in Thomas Tuchel, Efrio, there were a number of instability in terms of ownership, in terms of air technical, and then it's also affected team play and individual play. So a good number of teams are signing Chelsea players not based on what they gave last season, but based on what they have been doing in the previous seasons. And I think that Nuntina, teams no 88 assess can edema Chelsea players no.
Okay.
For me, it's a good addition. I'm yet to see how Obebo Mason Mount, Obebo Bruno Fernandes, na wahwe Christian Eriksen, because traditionally these are 3 number 10s, but at least Emubi answer to me about 8 no. My dream say going forward and looking at how Christian Eriksen a born or a brand new season maybe he'll be the one to drop to the bench, either Bruno or Mason Mount pairing Casemiro, then the other plays as number 10 general.
The injury problems no so we consider how yeah
sure, he's 24
yeah, and
injuries no injuries
how do you feel say form nko na injuries ka ho
injuries issues how onya injuries been I think say when to me and pick it, but I think say Mason Mount yet will be able classified as injury prone. So about no prayer no ko no about no prayer no ko.
But you know Oprepra. No Oprepra. Yeah, Chelsea.
Let's see.
Did the matter lose forms out Chelsea?
You know I see the only one, but the Wisbeka say Omoma Kenya Lucy from Nebibo and on the not
yeah, not even English boy, especially when his own Frank Lampard. Yeah,
it be taking over. Lampard could still not play him.
Yeah.
Is it also not? Is it also not an issue of competition?
Ah well,
because Messi Mount mu position one no. So 3 players now traditionally, especially in a 4-2-3-1. So 3 players now Chelsea no more so players ni be brave.
Yeah.
So 3 number top striker no more be brave. So it could also be as part of competition. But you know, no cry say obetumaba, floppy, obetumaba, afa. If he gets back to the normal Messi Mount, United has bought a quality player. But I could also say no no Chelsea. I mean, so say Obiara Shemu in age. Say he's only 24. So clearly, say a good player there. He with a change in environment, you get the best out of him.
All right. My hand to answer. Andy is right. Because we, the Liverpool fans, saw Sadio Mane decline in his last season. He lost his position to Luis Diaz. So Klopp had to improvise to use him as a number 9. Kojo Achilles. Kenyasi number 2. The way and so was Grealish not an established player? Unless I don't understand the meaning of the word established. Grealish only needed a big club to prove it. Clifford Chamber for Woodbridge.
That's
USA.
where I am.
Okay.
You see, some may be more established than him.
Yeah.
But I think that when you are talking about generally as an established player, I think Grealish was. My understanding of established player, Grealish are all captain Aston Villa. All both day in, day out. When your national team call up, he's not up and coming.
Okay.
He's not be a fan or Mickey. Ni obi tuma ye ne talent ni ne bia wa establish am obi ehun. But some may be more established than him. In this case, bia Andy Dene to money because we're talking about money and you brought in Grealish. Then comparing the two, Mane was more established. But if you are speaking generally, say an established player, Jack Grealish was fully established for me.
All right. I strongly disagree with Andy KERM. Big time. All right. Adekunti from Mayo. What did we buy? Eugene, me train Fabrem, why? Kwabenya atomic quarters, and we do free. Banti Adekuna also only Andy Nadreno, Fabrana, and Toto home Adrian. Yes, we please let Naro talk about United takeover. Saudi Simu Pehu, Katafui, halfway. When you have to take a share. I don't know about
you know, for Mayo.
Ambrosti Caprice.
We can be na Catafona, so can say quite first one announce or more drinks and number announce. And yeah, do could team one be do Britain for it still. Say Jim Ratcliffe, any Jassim, Glazer for undecided, wine and Moina or money network take over no eso. United fans in Gusuya demonstration. Say Glazer and Crawford Beton, and almost say Omoja Padia. They will sell us and when they won. And at the price of Muhiano and Umbeton.
I agree with Sir Franco Naro. Club brings out the very well best of play in an average player. That is why any player that lives under him finds it difficult to flourish. Nana Pong would weigh if we went and a breye. Newton Lati memra ho later na be mo wo fufura won be ka ho a but Tony Cascarino afutu odi ama Mauricio Pochettino no kwa bi we faso bi obenya Hurricane bi an faso mo ha no say
the last time a Tottenham player moved from Tottenham to Chelsea way back in 1990 which is Michael Hazard. How many years now? 33 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And they say, you know, say, Namumbenya that local supremacy plus bragging right. It's easy for players to move from Chelsea to Tottenham. Say, but a player moving from Tottenham to Chelsea, you know, there be.
And your ordinary player,
there be. As I their main man, Hurricane. Already, you own the city. Now, most of the Hurricane has anything could be a better.
You see, historically, now Tottenham, I was through Chelsea until Abramovich takes over. But then, to say Chelsea, I was racing Tottenham. But Tottenham, for no money, say, London, Krumono, Mona, Moyusu food, to the extent of a Tony player, Edinamo. Until I still think that it's a matter of they will not open up even negotiation. They won't open up. Even Manchester United, who's a big and frustrated figures now to the extent or blacklisted players from Tottenham Hotspur, especially from Berbatov, Michael Carrick, then the Omodi Omo Gary Bill, and the Omodi Omo Luka Modric. Luka Modric, boy now happening United pay. Papa said they be da. But on a man arrive our party in Conco Madrid. And Nessa Madrid and Nibrino Muba, they were ready to negotiate. But say Chelsea, Man United, any of the Premier League teams. I just said boy in Ankasa in who gym. And against a bad boy to said in the previous 2 years. And Koya eventually. Omopa and Chelsea, they are now moving to their new stadium. He's the face of the project into Onfo Munkono, Nkote Kanekakra, and Famo Money are there opening. I said Rubium. But Daniel Levin in Crawford person Bepney. And I told him from penning for Nankasa because season your name and Koyintino, there's pressure on them into to sell Hurricane or more scared of their fans, you know. Ebeyomo. Nasa transfer be saying no, San contempt Amuma and potential replacement to get it to the latter part there. And on turn because turn a winner replacement.
Oh, okay. I'm going Newton Lati, Marijata Honafi, Yenred on Sodeba. Mason Mount will earn £250,000 a week plus bonuses. That will earn him up to £300,000 a week once he joins Manchester United. What could make Mason reject Chelsea's offer placed on the table last season, which is almost the same as what Man U is offering him? Bismarck Blay, Asanta, Elembele, and Zuma.
The typical Mason Mount English player. And go perform to the level now perform what Chelsea and Kessben. So bet it's a Chelsea's or more tone. Until he feels a respect, I also deserve what Chelsea is not getting it. Okay. And never move with our reject says come.
Young Comrade name a pet
Lakers. What's the dynamics necessary? At a point in time, Chelsea wanted to sell. But Chelsea they decided said they won't sell. But they told Chelsea board no straight said he wants to leave.
Yes.
Okay.
Now extended.
On. He told them straight up.
Okay, Newton.
General, money story and me will take on that kakra on the transfers. You know, sometimes players, you know, grow, game na be drew stage beer. Yeah, now open some movie ya quickly. As I said, by beer or premier no or twice the free on moko. Okay, say Hazard come Madrid. Now, as I said, by beer why I drew Chelsea in the pepe na you know say obe take you off their free on more. So money echo buy you know. Now naturally, adia BT money pie. One call at the physical peak and your bonny there now, of course, they are nominating a Ballon d'Or list, and also I'm about to do a sopa. But the physical, they are kind of optimal level.
Sabana, Fredo.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm fresh about me. I'm fresh. I
think some money want me and Drew Honmo so unfortunate because I'm sure buy and team no more. And Chen and Chepa and young dominant areas. Oh, come be an rebel near Robin Wono. na say kura no munya omo endu that class no kura no Serge Gnabry Coman ho other players to say Leroy Sané mo so ho and for money to add up just to the numbers no want me and shooty beyond numbers no produce Liverpool no na kwa to say pressure on so and two your players be on my general more natural position no my free omo team number 9 man ye at the time money call buying no not Choupo-Moting the number 9 so some money to me bought that number 9 to say the Messi Ronaldo Mbappe mo etimi bonwa na ka beboa money power hono but ontimi mo 9 no money ye o here different attributes and say no wetimi abo but ontimi anane no ho number 9 na ko betimi afele in that shoes a Choupo-Moting ntimi nhye no so eno ne ade general I think say about your money at this point bia o hwe clubs are Europe bebra money betimi afete no into those setup but I think the physical level as a money na odro for so slide the dealer or you call Liverpool no general I think say club air try so be recycle no squad no at some point we all felt say the midfield now is so shallow and the ama championship or more domestically Champions League or Europe no ni no muntimi perform even placing feet missing the Champions League for the first time in 7 years I think say club I na so be say and when you the Kevin De Bruyne I mean, kind of say in quote, na me cancel slide Dominic one seven no. And be a club set up our year. What the other do by be a young kind of domination returns. I tell you, I want to find you be this time around. Be a now onya these new guys abeshishim no general club ebetimi asa abanechi ba bia because premiership na tough pa Ateta will not be Ateta na who last season no ye hwe squad already Pep Guardiola ye nim every season the oye or top full internationals Manchester United and then Messi Mount almost say me ye hwe how our Liverpool project no be but it will be much tougher as in general the who last season no premiership no other teams no to say the Chelsea cray ebe much stronger is a Liverpool bobo mo dia I think they should really mount out a very good structure a bit media parody abe face the premiership and the Champions League if